Hi guys, this is Jackie Cooper and I'm with JCooperTravels and I'm also with the pet travel guides and travel tips checklist that I've been sharing with everyone. And today I wanted to really share with you more information on when you travel with your pet to a hotel and some of the things that you might be thinking about that you might need in order to have a really great experience. And today I'm so excited. I have Angela on. Angela is an expert in dog behavior, and she has a virtual, which is really cool these days, Canine Online Academy. So that means that she can help you anywhere in the world. And she's going to talk today a little bit about the AKC, the Good Citizenship, and how it applies when we travel with our pet. So Angela, thank you so much for joining, and tell me a little bit more about what AKC, Good Citizenship, means.
Hi, thank you. So it's a really great foundation in training in general, and it requires you to pass 10 items, no treats, that's the tricky part, 10 items. And to me, that's my goal for all of my clients, whether or not they're planning on actually titling their dog. But I want them to be able to get that core skill set of those 10 items because most of them are really functional along the lines of safety, general good behavior. They're all set up specifically for those reasons. So I do recommend that to all of my clients. That's my goal for them.
So can you tell me a few things that they would learn during this time period? And normally, how long is the course?
So it depends. If you're planning on doing the test, normally you would be working for approximately 18 weeks or so, full training for 18 weeks, and then we would do the test, provided that we think the dog is ready at that time. You could do it faster. It's not impossible, but generally 18 weeks is the timeline. We would be learning a lot of different things, such as a stranger approaching. We don't want the dog jumping. We don't want the dog barking. We want the dog to be well-mannered. So that's a really great one, especially for traveling, because we don't want them barking at anyone on our trips.
Yeah, especially if they're in a hotel room and the person who's cleaning the room knocks on the door or whatever, then that's really important. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's true. Yeah. And all of these things have really, they're really helpful in certain situations. There's another one where someone comes up and asks me, I pet your dog. And since, all of our dogs are super cute, people are going to want to pet your dog. And what we don't want our dog doing is mouthing that person. We don't want that, we don't want our dog jumping on that person. Once again, barking, any of those bad behaviors that we don't like. That's another piece of the test. And I feel that that one's really important.
So what about any other parts of the test that might help if they are in a hotel setting? What do you think?
Yeah, well, there's another piece that we have them do a wait or a stay.
Oh yeah, that's really important.
Like you were saying, once again, someone knocks on your door, we want them to be able to hold that wait or stay with distraction, and not rush out the door and run down the hotel hallway, because we definitely don't want that.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now, if someone is interested in this training for travel purposes, but not interested in the training to get a certificate, can they do that?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
So is it possible that they could also do this training like in pieces? Like, let's say they know that they're going to take a training sooner than later, but I know you said that the training is over a number of weeks. Could they break it up in pieces?
Sure. Yeah, we can do any of those things. Some people like to take it a little bit slower, which is fine. Generally, no matter how long it takes you, these are things that are the main skill set in having a well-behaved dog, no matter where you go, even in your home, even if you're not traveling, any of those things. So, however long it takes is irrelevant. We just want to make sure that we get you there.
Yep. So I know that I'm going to provide information so that way everyone who is either listening or reading about this interview can recontact you, because I know that you have the ability to do everything virtually these days. So that's really very cool. Is there a certain age for doing the Good Citizenship, for when they should start or anything like that?
I usually suggest starting training, especially if you have a puppy. We start around 10 weeks. Most dogs aren't going to complete the full Canine Good Citizenship until they're closer to that year mark. So the youngest puppy I've had actually passed the test was around 8 months, and that dog is now a certified therapy dog. So it's possible to do it younger, but a lot of times they're kind of lacking that maturity until they're closer to that year point. So.
Well, I know that every time I talk to you, you always make it sound so simple. And I know it's because you're so experienced. So I would highly recommend that everyone reach out to get a consultation to see how Angela can help you out. And think about doing the AKC as an added on benefit, because it will definitely make your life and your dog's life a lot happier. Because dogs and our animals, they're people pleasers, and so they definitely want to make everyone happy. And just like you said, if you're in a new location and a dog's running away just because they're excited to see something, then that can cause stress, because you don't want the dog to get hurt and you don't want the dog lost. So any last minute thoughts before we kind of finish out?
Really, I'm always excited about this program, no matter what. It's really the foundation of all my training, and I do highly recommend it to everyone, for any reason. If you just want to train your dog, I feel like if you can do these things and pass this test, even if you're not doing the certification, then your dog is actually trained, and that makes me happy. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and we'll talk soon on other pet-related topics related to travel and just daily life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.